One of the 10 commandments is for us to observe the Sabbath day. That 6 days we're supposed to labor and do all our work, but the 7th is a Sabbath, a day of rest, a break, a sabbatical, a day to relax and enjoy all of the things that God has given us. Why is it that God had to command something like that for us? Now, the first time this is commanded is actually after the Israelites have been rescued from their slavery in Egypt. And in Egypt, they have been forced to produce constantly, over and over and over again, for the Pharaoh, for somebody else, but their existence was defined by what they could produce, by how many bricks they could make, by how much food they could produce, by the ways in which they could work and serve other people. And this command to have a break, to take at least one day a week to not define yourself by your work, was a gift to them. Here was a God who had brought them out of Egypt, out of slavery, and said, "You are not defined by your work. In fact, I am going to command you to take at least one day where you take a break and you enjoy the good things that I have given you." Now, another reason why I think this is commanded to us is because we're not very good at taking breaks. Most of us in our current modern society are still defined by what we can produce, by how much we can get done, by the ways in which we can show ourselves to be productive members of society. I think that's one of the reasons why our elderly find it so difficult in our current society, because they feel useless. They can no longer produce like they used to. But Sabbaths or sabbaticals or times of rest are extremely important for us. This past week, when I was on holidays, I was able to find some spaces where it was just an incredible opportunity to simply rest, to sit and enjoy all of the good things that God has given us. Now, we were down in Branson, Missouri, and it was hot there, like 36, 37 degrees during the day, and then 24 degrees at night. Luckily, the house was air conditioned, so it was still okay for us to be able to sleep, but in the daytime, it was a little too hot to do a whole lot except for play in the pool. But in the mornings, I was often able to get down by the lake while it was still relatively cool and to just enjoy and reflect on this incredible gift of creation that God has given to us. As I was down there, often I would just sit and listen, and the noise of the insects and the birds that were there was overwhelming. It was just incredible to be able to sit there, to see the sun come up. And then sometimes I would go out for a canoe ride or a kayak ride, and I would just enjoy the lake and see what other animals I could see. I saw a golden eagle. I saw a turtle eating on a dead fish. I saw some kingfishers fishing and some herons fishing as well. These kinds of experiences are crucial to our spiritual well-being. And some of us who are introverted, like myself, who kind of need to have some time away by ourselves in order to recharge our batteries, these are necessary time frames. But even those of us who are extroverted, who get our energy from those who are around us, sometimes we need to go by ourselves so that we can sit and listen and just enjoy and be thankful for the incredibly good things that God has given to us. And so as we again prepare to move forward towards another Sunday, a day that we honor in the Christian tradition as a Sabbath, it's the Lord's Day, the day where we celebrate Jesus' resurrection and our identity as God's children because of what he has done for us. We also need to remember that that's a day where we should spend some time just relaxing, just being, recognizing that we don't have to produce anything. For we are rescued and we are saved by the grace of God, not by anything that we do on our own, but simply because it's his gift to us. So I pray that this weekend would be a relaxing time for you, that you would take some time to rest and to Sabbath on this Sunday.